application or website, and from that they can make a online pharmacy. PCD is there. This is also one of the way where you can become an entrepreneur. That is propaganda cum distributionship. That is, you can register your 3 4 products. If you don't have that much facility or funds to manufacture your product own, then you can manufacture it from third party, and you can become only marketing entrepreneur. Okay, so these are some success story. Another story means I want to show you, that is Sanjivani Medical. Actually, he's the person. Sir, slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a person, he is a Mayank Garg. He has started Sanjeevani retail medical shop with 6 lakh investment in 2016. And the pharma retailing company now has over 72 standalone pharmacies across India. Now he has, and is betting an omni-channel strategy. Means see his story. One of the top entrepreneurial characteristic is intrinsic motivation, meaning you should be self motivated. And when one way to stay motivated in the long term is to keep the focus on your end game, the big picture. He said that I realized that although this industry was better organized, all of you know pharma industry is better organized, then also it is also seamless experience for customer was missing. Mayank observed that most pharmacies were not up to the mark. Salesmen are very lazy. Means he observed when he brings some medicine for his grandfather, and he decided to launch his first store with initial investment of rupees 6 lakh and desired to change the status of retail pharmacy. Mayank says initially very few customer would come to us. However, from 5 customer a day, only 5 customer a day, now they have reached 50,000 customer a day in their retail pharmacy. So he says one of the reason why Sanjeevani retail pharmacy gained a prominence in local market initially was because these pharmacies were open 24 by 7, and the trend continues even today. And he said that we don't close our shop on Sunday also, and we serve consumer whenever they need medicine. And the company is not into manufacturing, but is serving provider. And Mayank says they don't plan to get into manufacturing medicine or drugs, and have tied up with the vendors across the country for supply of medicine. So this is also one of the very good success story, so as to become as an entrepreneur. I want to show you one, because we have seen the word novelty and innovation we have seen. So this is also one of the very good example. If your invention, or if you will be creative, or you have means launch a product with novelty, and if you file its patent, the very good example of one patent filed by one person, that is ring pull cans. All of you know such a Pepsi or Coca-Cola cans, they have such a ring pull cans, means it can be opened easily without any opener. So inventor of this opener license a system to Coca-Cola. They have same means sell his invention to Coca-Cola company, and at one of out of 10 of a penny per can, means one out of 10, after 10 cans open he get 1 penny. So during period of validity of patent, the inventor obtained 1,48,000 UK pounds a day. A day, per day, he is gaining 1,48,000 UK pounds royalty. So see, if you have innovative idea, you can become millionaire and millionaire. Not necessary to invest as a manufacturer also. So in short, or in summary, if you want to become an entrepreneur, make sure entrepreneurship is what you want. Decide what kind of business you want, either retail or PCD, or manufacturer, or small scale manufacturer, or pharma industry. Then research your idea. This is also important. Then write a business plan on a paper. Okay. Choose your business structure. Which type of business, franchise or chain marketing, PCD, which type of business structure you want to choose. Assemble your team, take a partner, step, same thinkers, and make your team. and handle a paperwork, and then become you can start your enterprise. So in last slide I want to tell you, my dear student, starting up your own business and running your own company may the most exciting, rewarding, positive thing you have ever done. It may also fraught with challenges, self doubt, and worries. That's normal. Learning how to hold entrepreneurial mindset and cultivate key characteristics linked to success will help you to build a thriving business. So I am thank you to IIC of Nutan College of Pharmacy, AICT, as well as Ministry of Education, Government of India, and YouTube also for providing such a innovative stories. And whatever images I have taken from slide, the intention of taking these images is not earning money. It is for some educational purpose. So thank you all of you for patience listening. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Over to you, Kengar sir.
ओके, थँक्यू सर. सर, टुडे सेशन इज अ व्हेरी व्हॅल्युएबल. बऱ्याच गोष्टी अशा होत्या की ऍक्च्युली एंटरप्रिनरशिप आणि एंटरप्रिनर याच्यामधला फरक फक्त ऐकून माहित होता. त्यातला ऍक्च्युली जे थॉट्स त्यात तुम्ही तर जे एकदम सिम्पल लँग्वेज मध्ये आणि इमेज थ्रू जे तुम्ही एक्सप्लेन केलं ते अतिशय उत्कृष्टपणे सर आणि खूप छान होतं. जर विद्यार्थ्यांना जर कोणाला याच्या एंटरप्रिनरशिपच्या रिलेटेड जर तुमचे काही डाऊट असतील वगैरे तर तुम्ही कमेंट बॉक्स मध्ये चॅट मध्ये तुम्ही ड्रॉप करू शकता किंवा तुम्ही त्याच्या रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन तुम्ही डायरेक्ट लाईव्ह विचारू शकता.
Is any doubt or query? You can ask in Marathi also, no problem.
ओके, तुम्ही मराठीत सुद्धा क्वेश्चन विचारले तरी चालतील. एंटरप्रिनरशिपच्या बद्दल तुम्हाला काय डाऊट्स, काय क्वेश्चन असतील तर तुम्ही विचारा.
ओके, डाऊट्स नाहीत म्हणजे तुम्हाला प्रेझेंटेशन खूप चांगल्या प्रकारे समजले असं मी समजतो. If you have any type of question, you can ask.
बरं ठीक आहे. Okay, thank you, sir. I think no any doubt from our student.
Okay, it's okay, no
Okay,
issue.
okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Your session was great, and your session is updating not only student knowledge but also updating our my personally my knowledge. It's great, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you
okay.
for
Thank
your
you, sir.
words.
Now we can shifting our next session. Now inviting Kamre madam to introduce our next guest.
Okay. Uh,
Hello. Join it तुम्ही. बरं. हां.
okay. Hello, everyone. And welcome to the today's session. That is innovative ideas generation using the design thinking. And I would like to introduce today's presenter, Dr. Rahul Adnaik sir. So, sir has over 12 plus years of experience in critical areas of drug designing as well as in a writing skill, which is based on a publication of 3 books by reputed publishers and about more than 40 research manuscripts were published in a national and international journals. Also, sir has a 8 plus years of experience, that is administrative experience as well as a work experience on a various bodies of universities and institute as a member. So, not taking too much time, I request Dr. Adnaik sir to deliver the today's session. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just make me a presenter so that I can share the presentation first and then we'll start with the session.
1 minute.
Okay.
Sir, now you can share the screen.
Yes, yes. Just a minute. Okay. Is the presentation visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, once again, a very good morning to one and all. At the outset, I would like to thank the Institutional Innovation Cell of Nutan College of Pharmacy for inviting me for this Impact Lecture Series. I would like to thank the Principal Amol Patil sir and all other staffs for organizing such a wonderful event for the benefit of students. So before starting with the presentation, let me make you clear that this session
Recording in
should not be a
progress.
theoretical session. Students should actively participate in the interactions so that you will get an idea of the topic very clearly. So with this brief introduction, I would like to start with my presentation. So the topic of the presentation is innovative idea generation through design thinking. So directly coming to this topic, I would like to reconnect this topic with our previous session, that is entrepreneurship competencies and mindset. As you have already listened to the first speaker who have given a clear idea of about what do you mean by entrepreneur and what is the process of entrepreneurship. So in the same continuation, to become an entrepreneur, or after listening to the previous session, so many of you might be motivated to become an entrepreneur. So if you have motivated to become an entrepreneur, so the next step that comes, that if you want to be an entrepreneur, so there are two different ways by which you can become an entrepreneur. The first way is you can start your entrepreneurship by use of the traditional business. So traditional, or we can say that it is a traditional model. So that traditional model, for example, when you are passing from diploma in pharmacy, you will get the drug license and you can start your own retail pharmacy. So this is a traditional way of becoming an entrepreneur. But there is another side of this entrepreneurship, that is you can start your own business with some kind of new thing, which the examples of which I have been already put forward by the previous speaker in his presentation. So we will take an example of again the example of pharmacy. So it is an innovative way of becoming an entrepreneur. So already the retail pharmacy business was in existence, but it was modified through an online platform. So there comes a part of innovation. That is the retail business were converted into an online business through several kind of the online modules, maybe with the help of the mobile apps. So this is some kind of innovation which was utilized. So I would like to reconnect these two things, that is to become a new type of entrepreneur, you need some kind of innovative ideas, and these ideas, they should be properly implemented so that you can become a successful entrepreneur. So this is the connecting link between the previous session and this session. So I would like to describe my presentation in different parts. The first part will be understanding what do you mean by an innovation. The first part will be what do you mean by an innovation, or what can be called as innovation. So that will be the first part. The second part will be understanding what do you mean by a design thinking approach for innovation. Design thinking approach for innovation. And later on, we will try to connect the innovative ideas generation through design thinking. So that will be the different parts of our today's presentation. So let us first understand what do you mean by innovation and why this type of modules they have been created by the higher educational authorities, maybe AICT. They have devised a separate platform for the innovative idea generations through institutional innovation cell activities. So since last 3 to 4 years, AICT has taken a very good initiative to develop this type of mindset in the students apart from their routine curriculum. So taking into consideration all this, so let us start with the presentation. So as you all know that we are doing so many project works or so many research works during our curriculum, maybe in diploma pharmacy as well as in B pharmacy, and these projects they remain only on paper. So we have an experience that whatever the projects that we are doing, we are just making it in the form of the theoretical papers, and then whenever the student pass out, it remains on the paper itself, and it doesn't get any further motivation to convert its theoretical presentations or theoretical papers into an innovative ideas or into an different kind of products. And that's why about 80% of these type of innovations, we can call it as innovations, as they have been devised into a new form, and these 80% of these innovations they die at their early stage because it doesn't get further motivations. And taken into consideration all this, AICT has taken an initiative to implement such type of institutional innovation activities to promote the ideas in students to be properly implemented. So to convert the ideas of a student into an product or into an invention, so these institutional activities have been promoted by AICT. So the key goals of these policies were to develop student-centric innovations, so that whatever the innovations that are, or whatever the ideas that are there in the student minds, they will come into properly existence. Then the next part is, if the students are having some very good ideas, they should be properly supported so that it becomes a better creation or innovation. And lastly, to implement these ideas, students should be provided with certain facilities and to create and facilitate these activities. So these type of activities they have been came into existence, that is institutional innovation cells. So these are the brief introduction to why these activities came into existence, maybe related to innovation and entrepreneurship. So as I mentioned earlier, so the topic of presentation will be described in several parts. The first part will be, what do you mean by innovation? Because unless and until you are very much clear with the term innovation or what can be called as innovation, there is no point in further describing the design thinking model for innovative approaches. So let us understand first, what do you mean by an innovation? As you already know that in our day-to-day life, we already do some activities which can be called as innovation, but we are not aware that they can be called as innovation. म्हणजे मराठीत सांगायचं झालं तर काय, की आपण रोजच्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीज मध्ये बऱ्याच अशा काही गोष्टी करत असतो की त्या इनोव्हेटिव्ह असतात किंवा इनोव्हेटिव्ह आयडियाज असतात, पण आपल्याला ते माहित नाही आहे की त्याला आपण इनोव्हेशन म्हणायचं. सो टू क्लिअर दिस डाऊट, आय वुड लाईक टू गिव्ह फ्यू एक्झाम्पल्स. So let us first discuss what is the difference between invention and innovation. What is the difference between invention and innovation? So if you see the picture at the bottom, you will realize that so this is an invention. This is an invention. That means in olden days, people developed something kind of a circular thing, and this circular thing was utilized for devising a car, or it was used to develop something which can move from one place to another, what we call it as the vehicles. So this what type of circular thing that was first devised, so it is an invention, and converting this invention into a product form or making it more valuable, making it a more valuable, so this is an innovation. So this is a brief, we can say, what do you mean by an invention and innovation. So this is the basic difference between invention is nothing but which we devise for the first time, and innovation is whatever already existing things are there, so we make it more valuable by making it in another way. So this is a major difference between the invention and innovation. I hope you are getting this point. So this is another example of what we call it as invention and innovation. So already this type of the design model for moving something was available, but it was converted into a very good form. That is, its design was changed. It was added more benefits, that is maybe gears were added so that it can move more fast. It was made more flexible so that easily it can be a user friendly. You can change the seat type, you can change the height. So these type of models were changed so that whatever the invention was there, it was converted converted into innovation to make it more valuable, to make it more valuable. So simply we can say that innovation is nothing but taking something that already exists and making it better. So this is the simplest definition of what we call it as innovation, taking something that is already existing and we are making it more better for the benefit of society. So this is a very simple explanation of what can be called as an innovation. So in another way, we can put it as innovation is turning whatever the ideas that are there into a solution that adds value to the from the customer's perspective. So we are, as I have already mentioned, we are doing so many things in our daily life which can be called as an innovation, but we don't know they are called as they are to be called as innovation. So everybody is having some kind of ideas, and these ideas they can be utilized for finding out some kind of solution, and this will benefit to the society. This will benefit to the customer or society. So this is all what will be called as an innovation. So again, I want to make it clear that so we are doing, as I mentioned, we are doing so many things that can be called as innovation, but only those innovations will move forward which will be having this point, that is customer's perspective. Benefit of customer's perspective is very important point in the form of innovation. So this is what we call it as innovation. Now the next thing comes, if you want to innovate something, or if you want to make something innovative, so there are certain approaches which will make it an innovative. So what are the basic criteria that you should have to become an innovative? So you should have some kind of ideas. These ideas, they generate from some kind of our intelligence or some kind of experiences. Again, if you are having this point, that is problem solving ability, if you are having the ability of solving so many problems or day-to-day life problems, you can make it innovative. Again, as I have already mentioned, so we are making so many projects, but they only remain on paper. But if it gets some kind of inspiration or motivation, so they can be converted into innovation. They can be converted into innovation. Again, creativity is another part of innovation. So unless and until you are having a creative mind, you cannot make it more innovative. And lastly, you should have some kind of vision to make it better. To make it better. So to make existing better, you should have some kind of vision, and that vision will make you an innovator, or you will make your product as an innovation. So this is a brief description of what can be called as an innovation, and what is the basic difference between invention and innovation. Invention is which we discover for the first time, and innovation is whatever the already existing things are there, we are making it more valuable from the customer's perspective. We are making it more valuable, or we are adding value to the existing product to make it more valuable. I think you are getting this point. What do you mean by innovation and the difference between invention and innovation? So if you are clear with this mind, then it is very easy to understand the further things. So next, another point of the innovation is there are two important things that makes an innovation. The first is you should have some kind of ideas, and if and only if these ideas, if they are implemented properly, if and only if these ideas are implemented properly, then it will come, or then it will become an innovation. If you are having ideas, if and if they are not properly implemented, then you will not reach to the innovative top. So that means you should have an ideas, and these ideas, they should be properly implemented.
हॅलो पूर्णच मीटिंग एंड झाली नाही सांगायचं झाले जॉईन करायचं. सांगू. हॅलो सर, ते आज्ञाक सरांचा दुसरा नंबर पाहिजे होता. ते अचानक सेशन बंद कट झाला. सेकंड फ्लोर कुठे सेकंड फ्लोर Hello, house. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Unfortunately, second session will be stopped in half session will be over and half session will be remaining. So to total now this session will be shifted for 1 hour, next 1 hour. Okay, after evening afternoon 2 o'clock we will start this session again. Okay, join for 2 o'clock. Thank you.